Hello and welcome once again. Another addition to the KQL series, Kuso Query Language. Today is just going to be a brief video. We are going to be looking at the search function and how that can help us in many different ways. Supposing in the event that you were, perhaps there was some sort of suspected compromise of, a user or an email address or, an identity, anything at all, or if a device was compromised and you have a suspected time and you wanted to narrow it down, or you're looking for anything relating to perhaps maybe you picked up a CVE, and that is it has some details about it. For instance, maybe there are some files that are in use, or there's some data that's been queried, or there's some cross-site scripting, or there's some type of signature that has a name in it. Anything that gets logged in any of the data sets with Sentinel, you should be able to query it if it exists in there. So for instance, I'll use one of my colleagues as an example. All right. If I wanted to find out what was happening, or anything pertaining to let's just say Ikram. Let's just do search, and then we're gonna have the the quotation marks up, and because that's his name. All right. And then I am just going to do, this is to search across all data sets. I'm just going to do a distinct, and then $, because of course this is going to be across multiple tables. So, and then I'm going to also change, where the time generated, let's just say it's greater than 1 minute ago. Well, greater than a go 1 minute. All right, nothing than that. All right, let's try this. 2 days. There we go. So now we can see that he exists in these two data sets with this word over here that we searched. This exists within these data sets over there. All right. So if I wanted to, keep it as is, this is normally how I would work. I would open up a new tab over here. And because I know that, he exists in these, I'm going to leave this over here, this results tab. I'm going to leave this over here. And then I know that this is in, Azure Active Directory, non-interactive sign-in logs. And then I'm going to do a search for, Ikram. Let's have a look. There is also one thing that I did forget. If we go back one step, we can actually copy the date, all right, or the time frame that we're looking for. And you can see I also spelled search incorrectly. Right, this told me automatically. Oh, that should be a lot better. All right, and there we go. So we can see there's quite a bit of non-interactive sign-in logs over here, and then we can see Ikram's name appear in more places than one. All right, so this is the search function. Yeah, there's you could use this across multiple data sets. For instance, if you wanted to go a bit deeper, if, like now that we know, perhaps maybe it appears in different places, you could do your search in this manner. All right, you could still do it search, let's say it, and then actually you got to start with the data set. So you got to start with the data set, and then you're going to have to pipe the search, search, and then this is going to bring that up. Wherever Z is in any of these sign-in log, well, any of this in this data set, it's going to bring it up within 24 hours. All right, so and you could take this, I could do this, and I could go to the audit logs, and I could search for let's see, Ikram across here. I know that it's in there. Let's see, 7 days. It's not in there either. All right, so that in the last 7 days he wasn't in. Let's go back a few days. Let's go back a few months if we can. All right, and here we can see that he does appear. We can see on what is this on on this date. It's either in July or August. I'm not particularly sure. I'm a bit disorientated now because of the format of the date. But we know that he appears this far back. Well, that was an easy way to use the search function, and this is how you would normally narrow down your functions It's a very powerful tool to make use of, especially with your investigations. I would recommend, however, making sure that you got your time correct. All right, get practicing.